So well, just fine, guys. In this session, we guys are going to discuss about something important. That is what EFN, just how to work with this the particular thing. Like that is what EFN in the previous session somewhere else I was discussed about what EFN I was discussed with you very clearly about the collection. We have started working with the what EFN just a collection. So just actually we are on the discussion of data types, but in the data types just we have seen working with what EFN just value types and just we are in collection types. So just anyways, my dear, just let me take a moment here. So this is a way, but your attention really matters. So this is we are under discussion of what EFN data types. But as I said you, in Python data types are classified into two categories. Number one is what EFN value types. Okay, number two is what EFN just number one is the value type. Number two is the collection types. Number two is the collection types. Collection types. What makes sense? What is the difference between them? If you notice that value types are used to hold the values, whereas collection types are used to hold multiple values. Value types are used to hold the values, whereas collection types are used to hold the multiple values or group of values like this. Well, coming to what your friend, just if you notice, what are the value types? As I discussed with you about, the value types are what your friend number types. Number types. But your number types are something like what your friend just we have seen int type, and we have seen about the float type, and also we have seen about the complex type. And after that, we have seen about bool type, just a bool type, and also we have seen about what your friend none type, none type. Yes, we discussed very clearly about this. And in the previous session, if you notice that even we have discussed very clearly about the keyword del. Del keyword also we discussed very clearly about it. Well, coming to the collection types. Yes, collection types are something like this. Yes, collection types are used to hold the group of values. Collection types also known as what EFN sequences, also known as what EFN iterables. We can say it as what iterables. So what are the collection types here? What is what EFN? But if you notice, yesterday in the previous session or something, we discussed very clearly about the something like string collection we have discussed. But now we have other type of collections. That is what list collection is there, tuple collection is there. Another one is what set collection is there, and dictionary collection is there. So ladies and gentlemen, just today, mostly in this session, we guys are going to have the beautiful discussion about these other collections like. So list collection, tuple collection, set collection, dictionary collection. I would like to share with you about these things very effectively, guys. So let me take a beautiful session here on these four types. Requesting you, ladies and gentlemen, more attention is really matters. More attention is really matters. Guys, so now just I would like to tell you about something like what is a set collection. So this is a moment I would like to speak about some points about what your friend, what is the set collection is. Yes. So what is the set collection? Before the set collection, let me start working with what your friend list collection. And after that, what your friend I want to discuss with the tuple collection, then set collection. And finally, today we'll be discussing about dictionary collection as a part of our session. My dear friend, again, I'm telling you, this is a basic idea. So today I will be giving an idea about list collection, tuple collection, set collection, dictionary collection. But we have some other episode, we have some other sessions for you guys to discuss about list manipulation, separate lesson, tuple manipulation, separate lesson, set manipulation, separate lesson. That will be discussed more detailedly in upcoming series. Don't worry about it. Now this is what your friend, the first point we need to understand about this is what your friend, very first point you need to understand the list. What is the list collection and what is the properties of the list collection? Let me concentrate, my dear friend. Yes. It's okay, predefined. Yes, okay, my dear friend, just a predefined class for predefined class for the list class. Predefined class for the list is you have to write what your friend class list. This is a matter. Yes, the predefined class for the list is what your friend class list. A lot of attention, my dear friend. And the next one is what your friend something like hetero. So this is what your friend heterogeneous objects are. What your friend heterogeneous objects are allowed. Yeah, heterogeneous objects are allowed. You can store what your friend irrespective of objects. Okay, homogeneous means from similar. Heterogeneous is what your friend dissimilar. Dissimilar objects you can store. Non-type objects are also non-type objects are allowed. Non-type objects are what your friend non-type objects are allowed. Okay, next one is what here, friend, duplicate objects are allowed. You need to understand this point. Duplicate objects are allowed. Next one is what here, friend, insertion order. Okay, that is what here, friend, insertion order is maintained. Yes, insertion order is what here, friend, insertion order is maintained. Yes, maintained. This is a way we can go with what here, friend, insertion order is what here, friend, insertion order is maintained. This is what the case is. Okay, this is what your friend, insertion order is what your friend, insertion order is maintained. This is what insertion order is maintained. But every object, yes, kindly observe this, every object must be separated by, must be separated by a comma. But okay, all objects, yes, all objects in a list, all objects in the list must be taken with, must be taken within the what your friend square. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the certain points you need to understand. So just what is a list collection? This is a basic idea about the list collection. The predefined class for the list is what your friend class list. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Non-type objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Insertion order is maintained. And every object must be separated by comma. And all the objects must be taken in between open and closed square bracket. Yes, these are the points regarding what your friend list collection. Yes, so now let's have some experience on the list collection. So when I speak about, and if I use a list, you need to speak all these points at least. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will be going for this what your friend, just I want to launch your Python IDLE to demonstrate about something like what your friend list class. So I will be taking what your friend LST equal to something like heterogeneous objects are allowed. Yes. Duplicate objects are allowed. Yes. Non-type objects are allowed. Yes. Insertion order is maintained. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you notice what is the type, man? Yes, if you notice the type of list means you will be getting class list. That is the first point. The predefined class for the list is what your friend class list. That's okay. Now just insertion order is maintained or not means what? Insertion order is maintained means whatever the order you are entered the objects into the list collection, while printing the list you will be getting the same order. That is what your friend insertion order is maintained. So the order you have entered, the same order will be getting the data. Yes, okay. This is insertion order is maintained. What is the predefined class for the list class list? Heterogeneous objects are allowed. You have seen that what your friend heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Another point, if you notice that each object should be separated by what your friend just a comma, and all the objects must be taken in the what your friend, all the objects must be taken in the what your friend square bracket. This is a way, and these are the rules. And just if you notice, my dear friend, and if you're really serious, in the previous session, I said you about something like indexing and slicing. Yes, okay. Indexing and slicing, this type of things we have seen. Yes, indexing and slicing. Said, no, I want to get the first object. Will it be possible? Why not? What is the index value? See, the positive indexing is always start from 0 to n minus 1. That's always represents left to right. So this is always represents what your friend left to right. Positive indexing is always from left to right. The values will be start from 0 through n minus 1. But if you're coming to the negative indexing is always from right to left. Negative indexing is always from what your friend, negative indexing is always from right to left. That will be starts from what your friend minus 1 through minus n. If you notice, this is what your friend minus 1, this is a minus 2, minus 3 likewise. That's the reason my request is what, before understanding this session, if you're really serious, if really clear with the last session, this is not at all a great matter for you guys. Then what your friend just to print, I want to go with what your friend LST of 0. LST of 0 means obviously you will be getting what your friend, the first object you are getting right. Yes, okay. Now I want, when you press enter, this is a way. Sir, I want to get the last object. LST of minus 1, easy to represent. It does not require to count. If you want to use the positive index, then you want to use 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Likewise, you need to count it. But if you want to do it little smarter and faster, then use reverse indexing. Minus 1, then you will be getting none. I want to get the last word one, sir. LST of minus 2. This is a way you can get this. Yes, okay. That means what your friend, just insertion order is maintained or not? Yes. Indexing is possible or not possible? Possible. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly notice very clearly about that. So what is the list here? List is a predefined class of the listed. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Insertion order is maintained. Duplicate objects are allowed. Non-type objects are allowed. Here, just what your friend, every object should be separated by comma, and all the objects must be taken in the square bracket, right? Open and close the square bracket. So indexing is possible. If you notice that, even if you're really serious about in your the last session, even I said you about something like slicing concept also covered by me, slicing. But in the slicing, I said you start to colon, end to colon, then step value to be given. So first you have to give the start value, then you have to give the end value, then you have to give the step value. But as I said you, the step value never included, sorry, end value is not included. End always represents end minus 1. That means if we give the value 3, it will be takes up to 2 only. It will be takes up to 2. That 3 is not included, 3 minus 1 it will be. Guys, this is what you have to extract some part of the collection. If you want to get some part of the collection, this slicing is very attractive for you. So let me take one small example, my dear friend. I want to extract the first 3 elements. This is what your friend 0. This is what your friend 1. And this is what your friend something like 2. 0, 1, 2. So then you have to give what your friend just a print. Yes, my dear friend, print LST. Where you want to start from 0. 0, 1, 2. But if you write 2, it will be getting 0 and 1, but not 2. That's the reason you have to take 3 and step 1. Then you will be getting this way. If you notice that first 3 elements are you extracted. But no, sir, I want to get 2.2, 10, and none. Okay, my dear. Then this is the index is 0, 1. You have to start from where? 2. 2 I want. Then 3 I want. 4 I want. 2, 3, 4. Then you have to write what your friend print LST of 2, 3, 4. Then you have to give the 5 and just you write it now. You'll be getting the last 5, last 3 values. Right? So this is a way, just completely depends upon your requirement. You can use this idea, right? So how to work with the list collection. This is a basic idea, but it is not the completion about what list manipulation. The list manipulations are going to have awesome episode for you later part of time. That's good, my dear friend. This is one just a basic idea about what is a list. And you need to be a position to speak some points about if anyone asks you what is a list, these are the points like. So now, my dear friend, just here I want to tell you another point. List collection is, yes, list collection is what dear friend mutable. Yes, list collection is mutable. Mutable means the content of the list object can be editable. Just I am giving overall idea about what is the listed tuple set and dictionary. But the list object can be manipulated or not. Yes, the list object can be manipulated because the list is mutable. That means content of the list object can be changed. Shall we have an example? Come with me. Yes, I'm opening this is what your friend Python IDLE. Open this Python IDLE. And after opening this Python IDLE, I'm taking list, my dear friend. Then next one is something like Ramesh. And that is what your friend city is Hyderabad. So my dear friend, you guys already aware. The index values will be start from there. Now, if you notice this index value will be 0. This index is 1. This index is 2. So now what is my intention here is I would like to change Hyderabad replace with Khammam. I want to replace Hyderabad with what your friend Khammam. What is the location element? I want to change the object existed at the index to Hyderabad with what your friend Khammam then. How can I achieve this? Then what your friend, just very simple. If you notice that LST will be getting the same. This is the data. I want to change it now. LST of, what is the first value? 0. Second value at 1, third value at 2. Then I will be writing what your friend just I want to replace with just a Khammam. Yes, if you notice that, beautifully it changed. It's really changed. If you want to see, again, you can print LST. That's enough. Or else you guys can directly type LST in IDLE. If you want to print the value of a variable in IDLE directly, you can write the variable name. Even does not require to write print in IDLE or Python shell. The script mode is different. The script mode is completely different. So I hope now this is the point is very clear for you, right? That is what your friend, this is the case. So this is what your friend something like Deepti said explain by using negative value for step count. Now as I said you Deepti very clearly will be discussed again later part of time about slicing. But again you people have started asking me, sir, use minus, use plus. Please. We have the different episode for that. Okay. But okay, anyways, I'm requesting you, please wait for few days. Okay, now your requirement you're asking, somebody else requirement is somebody asking, when do I take the session? All right. Okay. Anyways, if just we will discuss later part of time. So right, kindly notice it, my dear. I'm requesting you, don't think indifferently. We are here to help you out, but this is not the time to discuss them. Kindly understand and kindly cooperate. So this is a way, my dear friend. So just to what dear friend, there is a some situation, but anyways, okay. Now this is a concept. This is a concept. So guys, now just there is a, some request from the deep team, but I'm requesting you all. Again, I'm requesting you. We have separate episode for manipulations. This is not completed, but I'm just giving an idea about data types. What is a list? What is a tuple? What is a set? What is the dictionary? First, you please get the clarity on this. And after that, we have almost, I will be taking 1 week episode for you guys to manipulate on the list collection, tuple collection, set collection. However you want, we'll blast it. Okay, but kindly give me a good space for me, my dear. Good space for me. I'm requesting you all. So okay, but anyways, so just to know, this is what, dear friend, I want to close this. You understood? But this is what mutable. Mutable means the content can be changed. Content can be changed. But okay, I'm requesting you again and again. Please go ahead very seriously what I'm saying. So right now, LST, here I'm taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. But there is a some request. So just what your friend, this is what your friend, kindly observe this. What is the index value? This is what your friend, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. If it is reverse indexing, the reverse indexing is always from what your friend, minus 1 through minus 5. Minus 1 through minus 5. First, sir, I want to take these three sets. I want to take these three sets. Then where you want to start? I want to start from minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. But minus 3 means you have to give minus 4. Then you can check this. There is a some LST. Where you want? Minus 1 colon, minus 4 colon. Then what your friend? Minus 1. Then you will be getting that is what your friend in reversing. That is what is starting from where? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is a way. What's great in the Figaro? I hope you understood, right? So you can start practicing this one. If you're really interested, you can go ahead. Is it clear? Shall I proceed, please? No response. Okay. Deepika, are you there? Okay. Please give your response. Now, that's what I'm requesting you. I hope you have got the point. Yeah. Is it clear? Please type clear now. Yeah. So this is my dear friend requesting you. Please, we'll be discussing that type of things in future classes. Please let me proceed. We can do that one. This is what reversing. If you want to do reverse, so completely I want to get all the elements in reverse set, then go it, man. Reverse set. Minus 1, 2. Up to where? Minus 6 now. Minus 6 you have to give. Because what dear friend? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Minus 5 means you have to give minus 6 and step value is minus 1. You'll be getting this one in reverse way. Reverse way. Kindly notice that. Okay, but anyways, requesting you, please give me good space. We'll have the beautiful episodes for the topics in future classes. So right, okay. Now this is about what dear friend, the list collection. And my dear friend, just we are going to see about what is the tuple collection. Guys, understand the points. So just you have got an idea about list collection. But this is not the lesson about list manipulation. I hope this is clear. Again, just that's what I'm telling. Again, now I'm giving an idea about what is the tuple collection. But it is not about tuple manipulations. Tuple manipulation will be discussed later. I'm just telling you what is possible, what is not possible, some extent. Come on then, what is that now? Here, the predefined, yes. Okay, what is that now? Predefined type, predefined class for the tuple is. Okay, tuple is what your friend predefined type of the class for tuple is class tuple. This is it. A predefined class for the tuple is what your friend class tuple. And again, I'm saying that is what your friend something heterogeneous. Okay, heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Yes, you can store heterogeneous objects. Homogeneous, similar. Heterogeneous, dissimilar. Another point is what your friend here, duplicate objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Next one is what here, friend, something like insertion order is. Insertion order is what here, friend, maintained. Insertion order is maintained. And then is what here, friend, every object must be separated by comma. That's okay. But next one is what here, friend, every object must be separated by comma, and all the objects, my dear friend, all the objects and the objects in the tuple, okay, should be taken or must be taken. All the objects must be taken in the what here, friend, parenthesis, must be taken in the parenthesis. Guys, I hope now you understood, right? The most of the points remains the same. There is a one point you need to understand. Okay, there is a what, sir? Non-type objects are allowed. Why not? Non-type objects are also allowed, my dear. Non-type objects are also allowed. Here is the case. Non-type objects are allowed. So, okay. So, fine. This is what. Now, what is a tuple? The predefined class for the tuple is what, your friend? Tuple. So, guys, don't get confused. Already I said you. In Python, for every data type, there is a class. The predefined class for the type is what, your friend, class tuple is what, your friend, class tuple. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Insertion order is maintained. Every object must be separated by comma. The list of objects must be taken in the parenthesis. Non-type objects are also allowed. But if you notice that 99 point all the points are remain same. 99 point all the points are remain same. What makes sense? What makes sense? My dear friend, just I would like to tell you this. Okay, there is a what, dear friend, just this is what tuple, yes, tuple collection or tuple object is, tuple collection is immutable, my dear. This is what, dear friend, immutable. Immutable means the content of the tuple object cannot be editable. So the tuple object, that just what, dear friend, tuple object is immutable. Immutable means cannot be modified. So ladies and gentlemen, please give me some space. I want to give some idea about what is the tuple. See, if anyone asks you tuple, you should be a speaks about, at least you should be a position to speak some points like this. So I will be opening this Python ideally. Make sure that Python should be installed and open this Python ideally. And after this, sir, guys, concentrate now. Here I'm taking T as a reference, some variable. So 10, yes, I want to take what, dear friend, 2.2. The next one is what, dear friend, something like a triple SIT. And I will be taking 10 and I want to take none. Likewise, I'm taking my. So the point is, all the objects in the tuple must be taken in the parenthesis, and every object should be separated by comma. Heterogeneous objects are allowed, duplicate objects are allowed, non-type objects are allowed. Yes, to make you understand, just I was written like this. Yes, if you notice this, what your friend, type of T, immediately it's showing you the class tuple. Wonderful. Wonderful. Same, my dear, just insertion order is maintained or not maintained. Yes, if you print the T, you will be getting the same order. The order, whatever the order you have given, whatever the order you have inside the object, the same order you will be getting the values in printing. So, my dear friend, just I want to go with, sir, is it possible indexing? Yes, 100% indexing is possible, 100% slicing is possible. Yes, you can see. So, what is the index value for the first element? Positive indexing is always from left to right, 0 to n minus 1. Positive indexing. Positive indexing is always start from, don't get confusion, my dear. Left to right, left to right. Positive indexing is always from left to right, and start from 0 to what, here, friend, 0 to n minus 1. Yes, if you notice, this is what, 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. But the same fashion, negative indexing is always from what, here, friend, right to left. Right to left. Negative indexing is always from right to left, but series will be start from minus 1 to minus n, my dear. If you notice, this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Likewise. All right. But I want to get the triple SIT now. What is the index? I want in positive index. This is 0, my dear. This is 1 and this is 2. I want to get the object there at the location 2. Tuple of 2, just a tuple of 2, you will be getting the object there in the tuple of 2. So no, my dear, sir, I want to get this tensor in reverse indexing. Oh, okay. This is minus 1. This is what your friend minus, this is what your friend something, this is minus 2. Now I want to go something like this. I want to get the object, then print what your friend t of minus 2, you will be getting that particular last but one element. I think you understood, right? But sir, now is it possible for slicing? Slicing is possible. Yeah, please, slicing is also possible. See, positive slicing means a step value will be what your friend positive. Reverse slicing means step value should be the negative. Nothing more in that. Nothing more. Sir, I want to get the first three set. No, first three set. I want the just what your friend 2.2 plus 80 and 10. What is the index? 1. 1, 2, 3 I want. I want to get these three. I want to get the values there in the location, index location 1, 2, and 3. Then what as I said you? Just moment back only I said you. Start value is what from 1 now. End value 1 I want, 2 I want, 3 I want. Then end value should be 4. Because the 4 is not included, 4 minus 1, it will be taking up to 3. So step value is optional. That will be discussed later part of time. But anyways, you'll be getting that. Now the question is the tuple is mutable or immutable? Immutable. Immutable means, does it allow you to make the changes? I am sorry, my dear, it doesn't allow you to make the changes. So now my requirement is, I want to show you something practically here. Now let me check this one very clear now. So now I want to go with that. Manoj, now what is my requirement is, I want to replace triplet IT with KPHP. I want to replace triplet IT with KPHP. What is the location, Manoj? This is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. And the location 2, sir, I want to do something. Yeah, my dear, I'm requesting you. We have the beautiful sessions ahead to just what your friend T of 2. T means what? Tuple. Of 2 is what your friend. I want to give some KPHP and you're seeing some error, my dear friend. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Tuple object does not support item assignment means the tuple object does not allow you to make the changes. So now I hope you got the point right. But if anyone question you, now what is a list, what is a tuple, you should be a position to speak some parts. And I'm requesting you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not commenting here and there. I have seen some, some sites and I've seen some textbooks also. And here and there, some people are telling, I'm not commenting anyone, requesting you try to understand the points very clearly. Requesting you to understand the points clearly. And here and there, some people are telling, hey, can you please tell me what is the difference between tuple and a list? What is the difference between tuple and list? Here and there, some people are saying that list and a tuple, their attitude will be like this. I'm not commenting, I'm requesting them. But here and there, some people are saying that. What is the list? List is what your friend list is. Okay, first point. What is the predefined class for the list is what your friend class list. Okay. What is the predefined class for the tuple? Class tuple. That's nice. Requesting you understand. Here and there, some people are saying that. Okay, list is a what your friend. This is a way. Okay. Next one is what your friend. List object should be taken in between what? Open and closed curly braces. Tuple object should be taken in between open and closed parentheses. Okay. Next one. Each object should be separated by comma. Here they same. Okay. None type objects are allowed. None type objects are allowed. Yes, none type objects are allowed. And here also what your friend, none type objects are allowed. None type objects are allowed. Yes, okay. Next one is what? Duplicate objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Kindly notice it, man. I'm not commenting. Here also what your friend, duplicate objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Yes, yes. Requesting you. Another one is what your friend, it is mutable. It is mutable. What is this is no, it is immutable. Requesting you. Maybe this type of things maybe work in academic exams. This type of writing, it will works in academic exam. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And this type of things will not works in what you find in interview room. I'm not commenting anyone, but I'm saying you right. As you are the technical guy, don't try to say this one. That is okay, but you better say what the technical difference. When to use list, when to use the tuple. Straight forward point. So when to use the list, when to use a tuple. I will say this one. So what I personally feel is list is good. Yeah, list is good if your frequent operations are, yeah, frequent operations are insertion and deletion. Insertion and what your friend deletion. If your frequent operations are insertion and deletion, that is what I am saying is list is good if your frequent operations are insertion and deletion. Yes, that is nice. Okay, sir. Tuple, yes, tuple is good. Tuple is good if your frequent operations are, yeah, frequent operations are reading the values from the collection. This is what I personally prefer. List is good, sir. I use the list when my operations really require insertion and deletion. Sir, I will go for the tuple if my frequent operations are retrieved. And one more point I want to tell you. I personally feel that, not personally, tuple is what your friend reading the data. Guys, concentrate. Yeah, reading the data from the tuple is faster. Reading the data from the tuple is faster. Okay, faster than what your friend reading the data from. Okay, reading the data from list collection. Because because of what your friend, just because list is what your friend, list is mutable, right? List is mutable. Thus size of the list collection is going to be, okay, going to be changed. But whereas what your friend, just if you notice, whereas the tuple is what your friend, tuple size is what your friend, size is fixed, because that is, as it is immutable, fixed. Okay, that's what your friend, just you can understand. Reading the data from the tuple collection is faster than reading the data from the list collection. Just because list is mutable, thus the size of the list collection is going to be changed by the time of execution, and whereas the tuple size is fixed. Thus reading the data from the ultimately the tuple collection will be the easier and the faster. That is the reason I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen. See, just don't try to say that list was taken in the square bracket, tuple is taken in the what your friend parenthesis. Okay, the list elements, list is what your friend, just of course list is mutable, tuple is immutable. No, please don't encourage the type of points. I'm requesting all the points. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone got a very clear idea about this particular thing. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, my dear friend. So we need to attract the interviewer by saying some technical points. Don't give an option. Sometimes they may ask you when to use the list collection or when to use the tuple collection. Then you should be a position to ask at the point. Got the point? But have you completed about tuple manipulation? No. We have given an idea about what is the tuple. We didn't start working with tuple manipulation. Have you seen that list manipulation? No. We had a list. What is an idea of the list? That's enough. So my dear friend, now I would like to share with you another collection is what your friend set collection. Yeah. What is the set collection? Set collection. This is what your friend, something like this. Sir, if you notice that predefined class for set collection is predefined class for the set collection is class set, my dear. Class set. Same way, heterogeneous objects are what your friend, heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Yes, heterogeneous objects are allowed. As we have seen. Here also heterogeneous objects are allowed. Now you need to understand, insertion order is not maintained. No, insertion order is not maintained. No insertion order. Next one more point. So duplicate objects are not allowed. No duplicate objects. The predefined class for the set collection is what your friend class. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous, dissimilar, heterogeneous. Homogeneous means similar, man. This is what your friend, dissimilar values. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Insertion order is not maintained. Duplicate objects are not allowed. Okay, none type objects are allowed. But the set is a mutable or mutable? Fortunately, set is what your friend, mutable collection. Yes. Or every object, yes, every object should be separated by comma. Then all objects must be taken all objects must be taken in between open and closed curly braces. These are the points. Yes, open and closed curly braces. What is the set collection? Points. The predefined class for the set collection is what your friend class set. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Heterogeneous means what? Dissimilar. Insertion order is not maintained. Duplicate objects are not allowed. Non-type objects are not allowed. So non-type objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are not allowed. Set is what? Mutable collection or immutable collection? Set is a mutable collection. And every object should be separated by comma. And all the objects must be taken in between open and closed curly braces. All the objects must be taken in between open and closed curly braces, my dear friend. This is a way. Yes. But let's have a small experience. And after that, we'll have a small questionnaire. So list collection is there. Set collection is there. They may ask you when to use the list collection, when to use the set collection. Very simple, man. Sir, I need a collection where duplicate objects is mandatory. Duplicate objects should allow. I need a collection, sir. I need a collection where duplicate objects need to be allowed in the collection. Then I will use what? Now list collection. Then when to use a set collection, obviously you understood. So whenever I need a collection where duplicate should not be allowed, I am very strict. Duplicate object should not allow. I need a scenario like this. I need a collection where duplicate object should be allowed. Then I will go with what? List collection. But there is some situation where I need a collection where duplicate object should not be allowed. Then I will be going for what your friend set collection. So, but set is a mutable or immutable? Set is a mutable. Mutable means that should allow you to make the changes in that collection. Hey, kindly notice that mutable means what? It should allow you to perform some operation. Which operation? It should allow adding, or it should allow what your friend, okay, that is what your friend deleting. Okay, deleting. This type of thing should allow. Adding, deleting, replacing. If any operations are allowed, then I can say it is a mutable only. It's a mutable. Deletion is not supported. Insertion, what insertion is not supporting. Adding is not supporting. Then it is a what your friend? Immutable. It's okay. So if any collection allows you to updating, adding, deleting, this type of operations allowed means that is a mutable. Yes. Now follow with me. I'm requesting you all, please. You're very awesome. Kindly observe this. I'll be doing this again. So I open this Python IDLE for you. Then I want to go with the set. Hey guys, please kindly notice that insertion order is maintained or not maintained? Not maintained. We are not guarantee about the order. We are not guarantee about the order. By chance, here and there, if you see any order, that is your luck only. But don't try to find the fault in the statement given by your digital coach. No. Yeah, digital coach is telling the point very clear. That is what your friend just set is unordered collection. Sometimes you may get the order, but 99% you may not get order. By chance, if you get anywhere order, that's well fortunate. Because that is not there in our hand, man. That is completely works based on the hash table mechanism, hashing mechanism. All the objects are going to be organized in the set that is based on hashing mechanism. Now, I am not teaching you about algorithms. But okay, kindly understand. This is what your friend, now this is a set. Sir, I am taking 10 set, 20 set. Heterogeneous objects are allowed or not allowed? Yes. Non-type objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed or not allowed? Sir, duplicate objects are not allowed. I pressed enter. Have you seen any error there? No. But I was given the point very clear, duplicate objects are not allowed. But you are given the duplicate objects. So no worry. It will be taking unique element from. You can see on my screen. So guys, pleasing you all. Every one of you is important. You are really important. Type of class is what? Type of set is class set. So what is the value? Hey, please kindly notice it. What is the order you inserted? 10, 20, A, 2.2, none, 10. But what is the order you got? 2.2 A, none, 10, 20. Have you seen that? Insertion order is not. By chance, if you notice the insertion order, that's our fortunate. And moreover, I said you duplicate objects are not allowed. Duplicate objects are not allowed. So duplicate objects, sir, I was given the 2 10s here. I was given the 10 is here and 10 is here. The duplicates are given. But though it will be taking only one copy. So just it will be taking only one copy from it. If you give the duplicates, it will be taking unique data from it. Unique data. Said you, what is that? First, a set elements must be taken in between curly braces. And each object should be separated by comma. Heterogeneous objects are allowed. Non-type objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are not allowed. Insertion order is not needed. No, insertion order is not needed. But as some trials now. Sir, I want to get this 10 set. I want to get this 10 set. How can you get? Can you please then? Immediately you will be telling, sir, S of 0. No, my dear. No, my dear. You'll be getting an error. But in your brain, as I said you, insertion order is not maintained. Then how can you guess it is going to be written 10? You may be thinking that, but indexing is not supported in the set collection because we are not guaranteed about the order. We are not guaranteed about the order. You may have an idea in your brain, sir, I want to get the first element. The first element index will be the what TFN 0, of course. But you are expecting what 10 in your brain, but in reality, that 10 may or may not be. That is the reason why the index is not supported. No. Sir, first 3 objects I want, sir, will it be possible? Oh man, even subscripting is possible. Let me try. Sir, 0 I want. 1, 0, 1, 2. So you have to give 3. 3 means what? 0, 1, 2 you will be getting. And then 1. Sir, subscripting. No, slicing is also not supported, my dear. You are correct. You're awesome. Your guess is absolutely perfect. Indexing is not supported. Slicing is not supported. But sir, let me know this. I close this actually. But I want to open this set color. I want to go in this Python ideally. Then is again, I want to go with the set collection, my dear. Set collection, I will be taking something like this. Sir, this is a what your friend just you can see. Guys, just kindly observe this type of S, then print of S. Now set is mutable or immutable, my dear. Set is immutable, right? Mutable means content can be editable or not. Yes. Sir, is there any possibility to add new item to the set collection? Yes. Can I delete an item from the set collection? Yes. But by using what your friend, by using some methods, I hope you understood right now. This is what the case is. This is what the case. Now you can check it out. So what is my index, sir? Yes, dot add, sir. I want to add 111, sir. A new item is added. If you want, you can set this print of yes. A new item is added. Sir, I want to remove the 30. Will it be possible? Yes. There is some methods are given for you. Yes, that is what manipulations. That's the reason I'm telling you. This will be discussed later part of it. Just to make you understand about the set is mutable. The content of the set object can be editable. To make you understand, I'm just giving this idea. I hope you got the point. Awesome. Your learning style of learning is really awesome. That's really nice. Thank you. So now you understood the point very clearly. What is a set collections? Yes, guys. When to use the list collection? So now I need a collection where duplicate need to be allowed. So whenever I need a collection where duplicate object should be allowed, then I will be going for what you find, then list collection. Sir, I need a collection where duplicate object should not allow. Then strictly we'll be using what? Set collection. I hope you got the point, my dear friend. List collection, tuple collection, set collection. And there is a what dear friend. Now, as per our discussion, there is a what dear friend. There is a one more, that is a dictionary collection. Dictionary collection, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Now, what is the dictionary collection and when to work with the dictionary collection? For this, I want to give one small pictorial representation and please be careful. Guys, so I want to go with some pictorial representation. Yes. What is the difference? When do I go with, what is the difference between other collection versus dictionary collection is a very important question. What is the difference between other collection and dictionary collection, or else When do we use other collection and when do you use the dictionary collection? When do you use other collection and when do you use the what dear friend dictionary collection? Yes. Then let me take a moment here, my dear friend. So here is a one collection. Here is a one collection. Whenever you want to represent group of objects, guys, whenever you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, whenever you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, then we need to go with what your friend collection, ordinary collection. When do we use the other collection and when do you use the dictionary collection? Very simple. Whenever you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, then we need to use what your friend just ordinary collection like list collection, set collection, tuple collection. Likewise, we have to use it. So my dear, I hope you understood it. Whenever you want to represent group of individual objects, whenever you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, then we'll be using what your friend just the list collection, set collection, tuple collections. So then when do I go with the dictionary collection? My dear friend, kindly observe this. So whenever you want to represent group of objects, whenever you want to represent group of objects in the form of key and value pairs. So whenever you want to represent group of objects in the form of key and value pairs, then we'll be working with what your friend dictionary collection. Got it? What is the difference between other collection and dictionary collection? If you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, then we need to make use of other collection. But when we use the dictionary collection, whenever you want to represent group of individual objects, whenever you want to represent group of individual objects as a what your friend just in the form of key and value pairs, like S and O equal to what your friend 101. Okay, next one is something like sir, yes name. S name equal to something like what your friend Sashi. This is a next one. I want write that whenever you want to store, that is what your friend SH equal to something like 28. So like this, whenever you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, then we need to go with what your friend other collection. But whenever you want to represent group of objects in the form of key and value pairs, then we need to work with what your friend just a dictionary collection. All right. Yes, yes, you're really nice. Now you can observe this what your friend just here. Okay, this is actually called it as what your friend. This is actually called it as key, and these are called it as what your friend values. This is what your friend key, and this is what we can say value. My dear friend, then here I need to understand one point. The key should not be a duplicate. It should not be a duplicate. Key value should not be a duplicate. It should not be duplicate. But values can be a duplicate. Okay, values can be duplicate. Key should not be duplicate. Values can be a duplicate. But keys mostly, what you have to write, keys must be immutable objects only. Immutable. Keys must be immutable. That means what? You have to write number types, you have to write string type, you have to write tuple type. That type of values only you have to write as a keys. But what is that value? Values can be a mutable or immutable. It will be fine there. Okay, mutable or immutable, it will be fine there. So right, my dear friend, and you need to understand one more point here. So the key and the value should be separated by a colon. Key and the value should be separated by a colon. Yeah, one pair. Key and the value pair. Key and the value should be separated by colon. This is actually called it as an item. An item. Ladies and gentlemen, but the list of items must be taken in between what we have found. You have to take the list of items in between open and closed curly braces. This is what the little comparison between other collection with what we have found dictionary collection. Guys, I hope you are really getting the concepts clearly. So when to use other collection, when to use the dictionary collection? Sir, whenever you want to represent group of individual objects as a single entity, then we'll be using what we have found ordinary collections like list collection, set collection, tuple collection wise. But whenever you want to represent group of objects in the form of key and value pairs, then we'll be working with what your friend just a dictionary collection. But dictionary collection, the values should be maintained in the form of key and value pair. Key and the value should be separated by colon. Yes, one key and value pair is called an item. Every item should be separated by comma, and the list of items must be taken in the curly braces. Key should not be duplicate, values can be duplicate. I hope you got the point, my dear. Let's have one small experience on this. But one point you need to understand before erasing this concepts, in the dictionary values are manipulated. In the dictionary values are manipulated by using the keys. Yes, have a look. The dictionary values are manipulated using what keys? Have a look on the screen, my dear friend. I hope now you really got the point very clear. But requesting you pay more attention about this. Every point, every point. We are personally requesting every individual. Yes, okay. So guys, if you notice this, I'll be opening this Python IDLE. Yes, I will be creating a dictionary. STU. Okay, student dictionary I'm creating. Sir, yes and no is a key man. What is the value? 101. Yes, name is a what's a key set. What is that now? Ravi. Yes, sir. This is another item. Next one, sir, SH. What is the value? That is a gentleman is having 27 years. Like this is the dictionary. My dear friend, if you notice this, yes, you're really nice, my dear. This is called an item. Actually, if you notice, this is actually called what your friend is a key. And this is what your friend value. Sorry, it's my typing mistake. Value. One key and a value pair is called what now? An item. Yes, you can take a number of items like this, as I said you a moment back. But all the items must be taken in the open and closed curly braces. My dear friends, and you need to understand, dictionary is what dear friend, dictionary is ordered or unordered. That means insertion order will be maintained or not? Absolutely no. Hey guys, please kindly strictly follow the guidelines. So dictionary is ordered or unordered? Absolutely unordered. By chance, if you notice order, that is your fortunate again I'm saying. So reason, yes, okay, let me check this print here I'm taking SU. Surprise, we have seen the order. Don't worry. Don't worry. 110% dictionaries unordered collection. Unordered collection. By chance, if you notice the order the same, don't worry, don't try to find fault. Reason, see, the Python people is given two. Well, you know that dictionary is given, and also they given one more. Ordered dictionary is also given. What is it now? They given two men. They given what is that dictionary and ordered what your friend just ordered the dictionary is also given. This is it. Why this is given, my then why they given dictionary and what your friend ordered the dictionary is also given. Why? This is not the reason. Ordered the dictionary will be maintained the insertion order, but dictionary is not going to maintain insertion order. That's the reason. One fine day we are going to have the beautiful discussion again, the difference between dictionary and ordered dictionary. But time me just this dictionary is unordered. Sir, can I use the index? No. In the dictionary, no indexing, no slicing. This type of things are not available, not supported in the dictionary. My dear, you please concentrate. Dictionary, no indexing, no slicing. Got it? But sir, how can I access? That is by using the keys. Yes, sir, I want to get Ravi. Yes, what is the Ravi there? Ravi is a value. What is the key? Yes, name. Yes, name. Then you have to access like this, my dear friend. STU of in the bracket you have to write its name. Then you will be getting the value associated with the key. You will be getting the value associated with the key. This is a way. No indexing and no slicing. But sir, I want to get something like SH. Then you have to write what your friend STU of what is it now? SH, so that you will be getting that. Sir, what happens sir, if I give anything wrong? Hey, just a simple you will be getting an error. That is what key error. You can see SCT. Do you have the key SCT? In the student dictionary, do you have the SCT? No. You'll be getting what your friend key error. No key with that name. Okay. Sir, will it be possible to change the data? Why not? Why not? It's immutable. Yes, let me show you again. That's what's it. Print STU. This is what your dictionary, man. This is your dictionary. Sir, I want to change a Ravi with Ramesh. Will it be possible? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely can change the Ravi with what your friend Ramesh. But you have to write STU of, what is it now? S name equal to Ramesh. Then you have to write like this, my dear. You can see this one. I will be spelling out. This way. Is really change? Yes, my dear friend. Then print STU so that you can see that. The moment back is name is what dear friend just Ravi. Now it is replaced with what dear friend Ramesh. Yes. One we can change this. I think now you got the point about this one, my dear friend. So just what is the difference between the other collection and list collection? I hope everyone got an excellent idea about what is the list collection, what is the tuple collection, what is the set collection, what is the dictionary collection. Pleasing you again and again. This is not a session about the collection manipulation. We have separate lesson for the collection manipulation. We'll be seeing that very soon in that concept also. But here and there, some people are having some idea about the Python. I'm not commenting them. So they may have something set. I have some settings. Set is there, sir, and the frozen set is also there, sir. Set is there, frozen set is there. What is the difference? Will be discussed later. Now this is not the time. And what is the dictionary versus what your friend ordered a dictionary? As I said, you're right. Ordered what your friend ordered the dictionary. Again coming back. But just in this session, I just made you understand the people to get an idea about what the collection types. I hope you got the point, got the very clear clarity on this particular concept, right? Is it clear? That's all for this session. Thank you all.